Guys, it's happening. It's happening. Kendrick just dropped GNX. Okay, he randomly dropped an album on Friday, a random Friday in November. I don't know what's happening. I don't know why this album's here. I don't know. There was no rollout. There was no nothing. There was no singles. It just happened. And we have a new Kendrick album. That's insane, dude. I don't know what GNX means, but he's kind of fitted up on this cover here. I like the cover a lot. We're going to hop into it. Make sure to go join the Patreon if you want to see this reaction uncut. Man, okay, let's go. First track is Whacked Out Murals. Let's go. Oh.
Yesterday somebody whacked out my mural.
Dude, these strings.
It used to be fuck that nigga, but now it's pearl. I made the...
Oh, what's that blank line supposed to be for? Weird. Ooh, that's synth bass.
Even when they say you ain't.
Whoa.
Riding in my GNX with Anita Baker in the tank deck. It's gonna be a sweet little irony. I think my hard work let Lil Wayne down. Whatever though, call me crazy, everybody questionable. Fuck a double entendre. I want y'all to feel this shit. Where you from? Not where I'm from. We all indigenous. Against all lies, I squabbled up for them dividends. Yeah, nigga, going up your rank. Know you a god.
Speed is crazy.
Say you ain't.
Love his delivery here too. It feels similar to Not Like Us.
Niggas from my city couldn't entertain no boy. Don't insult my intelligence. I'm not just for the television. Teleport the bullets. Niggas cackling about all of y'all is on trial.
He keeps doing that. He keeps like cutting himself off. I wonder what that's. He did it earlier too. Interesting. I mean, he's throwing shots at a lot of people here, and it makes sense with all the beef that has happened this year.
A bitch nigga love bitch niggas that exist with them in style. Exterminate them right now. Don't let no white comedian talk about no black woman as law. I know probably gonna work for them.
What's that a reference to?
Whack the murals out, but it ain't no legends if my legend ends.
Dude, it's kind of Yeezus-esque production, hey, with those like what sounds like some sort of synth string there. Boom, ba-do-do-do. Obviously with a more kind of modern trap twist to it. That was really good. That was in terms of the beat, I loved that production. It was so futuristic but menacing. Kendrick's just kind of going in here on everything that's happened. He mentioned Lil Wayne at one point. Was Lil Wayne in the beef? Oh, so Wayne wanted to do the halftime show, but then Kendrick got to do it? Oh, and it's in Lil Wayne's hometown. Okay. Snoop posted Tailor Made reference to that Drake track. I prayed it was the edibles. This line won the Super Bowl. Nas was the only one to congratulate me. Kendrick's just kind of like a bitter old man. He's a bitter old man in this track. And I say that endearingly, you know? I'm not saying that in a hating sense. Okay, let's keep going. I mean, this kind of definitely makes sense considering what happened earlier this year. And yeah, production-wise, stylistically, feels kind of similar to Not Like Us, which I'm not super surprised by. Who's that produced by? Soundwave, Dahi, Jack Antonoff. Whoa. I'm assuming we're going to probably get some Mustard production on this as well, but I guess we'll see. Next track is Squabble Up.
God knows.
Yeah, okay, so this either got leaked or this was like at the start. Was this at the start of the Not Like Us video? It might have been. Up, looking for the broccoli. Oh, the Kamasi Washington line. Oh.
Get the fuck out my face. Look good, but she don't got no ties. I walked in. What the fuck? I got hits.
Oh, those synths.
I got new paper cuts. Spit a loogie at the camera, speed off. Yes, us. I feel good. Squabble up. Squabble up. Squabble up.
Yeah.
Squabble up. Squabble up.
That's such a Depeche Mode synth right there.
Where you from? Quid pro quo, what you want, cause I'm watching it.
It's crazy.
Flow, let me know if you clocking it. Ghetto child, here was Blackie Mouse with the Smirnoff. Tell me why the fuck you niggas fed if you criminal.
I love the building aggression in his delivery here. Squabble up. What a banger, dude. Oh my. Dude, like the Depeche Mode synths on the right channel there, those sounded crazy. Again, this production is it's so like, I don't know, it feels like such a drastic stylistic change for Kendrick, but it feels elevated in a way to the point where it's like, yeah, it's using these like traditional kind of trap sounds, but it feels so much more expensive in a way and so much more just, I don't know, luxurious. Let's keep going. Luther is next. Okay. These guitars, dude.
Hey, Roman numeral 7, babe, drop it like it's hot.
We're getting melodic Kendrick here. The strings. What year are we in? Is this 2017? We got SZA. Oh, the duet. Oh, this is so good. This mix is like insane. Holy, it sounds so good. The vocal layering, the sample work. It's so beautiful, but it has that heavy low end to it as well. Oh, that's my favorite so far. That's a beautiful track. Great melodies, great chemistry between Kendrick and SZA. Fantastic production. I mean, it's so lush and just fills the headphones. Really nice intricacies to the instrumental as well with those strings. Maybe some harps at some point in there as well. Dang, it's crazy to go from those two kind of aggressive, confrontational tracks to start things off, and then we get kind of like a smooth, soulful track here that still has that kind of like trap flair to it, but I love it. At first, it was like giving me like, is it Loyalty off Damn? It was kind of giving me those vibes at first, but I think it slowly transformed into its own thing. Yeah, let's keep going. Man at the Garden is next. Whoa. Okay, got some rain coming in. This is cool. What the? Oh. This reminds me of like some Smino stuff off of Love for Rent.
Like minds and less enemies. Stock investments, more entities. I deserve it all. For every good nigga that passed away, sent 2.5 million on the average day. I deserve it all.
So apparently the GNX is the car on the covers of this album, and apparently that line sent 2.5 million on an average day is what he spent for that car. Interesting juxtaposition with the line that comes before it.
I deserve it all.
Dang, these vocals remind me of Mr. Morale.
Even when you wasn't sure, even with every allure.
Dude, the low end on this album is fantastic. It's produced so well.
Seeking validation just for the aesthetics, bitch, I deserve it all.
Oh, that piano.
First, even when you didn't understand your worth. Remember me, I kept my promise. Yeah, we deserve it all. A better life for
I love the intimacy of the delivery here. You hear all like the breaths.
Keep these bitch niggas away from me. Keep all my blessings faithfully. Keep my essence contagious. That's okay with me. I did it with integrity, and niggas still try hate on me. To know the lames can speak on the origins of the game I breathe. Tell me why you think you deserve the greatest of all time, motherfucker.
Dude, yeah, very similar to a lot of stuff on Mr. Morale. Specifically, I think it's Anti-Diaries that reminds me of. Just the way that the beat and his delivery and the song in general progresses, especially towards the end where his delivery gets more and more kind of frantic and more passion behind it. Yeah, that was super, super good, dude. But this production feels so, I don't know, it's weird because it feels futuristic, but simultaneously like very 2024 at the same time. It's kind of like throwing me off, but it's really interesting. Let's keep going. Next up is Hey Now.
Damn, baby.
Whoa.
I like it. Damn.
Damn is right. See what I mean about how dark this album is? It's so, it matches the cover perfectly. Oh,
the black no,
yes.
I just strangled me a goat.
The black no, I just strangled me a goat. Is that a Drake reference?
Hey now, say now, I done slid on a back street, heavy on the Parmesan, everyday taxis to Ben Frank murderer. Mister, I ain't heard of ya. Bar strings back to back, flying through the turbulence. No, it's all blue strips, nigga. Wow. Hey now, say now. Hey now, say now. I'm way too important to ever let you slide on me again.
Stop. The fuck I feel like Joker.
Oh, who's this? Doty 6?
I'm trying to tag a nigga toe. I'm aggressive on the beat and real life, niggas know. Hey, kick flip a nigga, I got tech decks. And it ain't shit for me to call to get your chin checked. Tell him Doty did that.
The tech deck line? Guys, what do y'all know about tech decks, okay? I used to own like a fingerboard company. That's what we call it for serious tech decks. Serious tech decks, real tech decks are fingerboards, okay? Kickflip a guy. I got tech decks. That's, what's that double entendre? Tech decks. There's gotta be. Oh, yeah, like a Tech 9, a gun. Okay. So far, what this album feels like is just Kendrick kind of continuing his victory lap, you know? Like, it feels like 2024 has been the year of Kendrick destroying Drake and just really sending a message to hip-hop in general. And this album, coming really right at the end of 2024, feels like just putting, like, a bow on everything, you know? What was that? Wait, hold on. There was one line in here that I wanted to highlight. I'm way too important to ever let you slide on me again. That's a crazy line. The confidence in that is insane, dude. Yeah, I mean, the production is just still continuing to blow me away. It's so stylish, but so dark and atmospheric. So let's keep going. Next up is next up is Reincarnated. Okay. Oh. Whoa. This feels really old school.
I got this fire burning in me from within. Concentrated thoughts on who I used to be. I'm shedding skin. I don't know how to make friends. I'm a lonely soul. I didn't care about his influence. Only love what I was doing. I was head of rhythm and blues.
Who's he writing about here? Okay, who's he? Head of rhythm and blues. So he's telling the story here of some R&B musician, but is he gonna make this relate back to himself somehow in some way? I mean, like I said, very old school beat. It said this samples a Tupac song. Okay. We got a different person here now.
My happiness was in that brown sugar. Sex and melodies gave me hope when nobody's looking. I died with syringes pinched in me. Reincarnated.
So he's the reincarnated versions of these past artists, maybe? He's seeing the similarity with himself and these past artists. Okay, this is an interesting song writing technique and concept here that Kendrick's no stranger to. He writes from different perspectives all the time in his music, but it feels weird. It feels more special here because it's like directly referencing what I'm assuming are real like artists, you know?
The only factor I respected was raising the bar. My instincts sent material straight to the charts. I'm old enough to understand.
Oh, this is so good. Yes. Dude. The beat is becoming like more modern as we transition into Kendrick's verse here.
Okay, Father, show me how. Tell me every deed that you done and what you do it for. Isaiah 14 was the only thing that was prevalent. And let's rejoice where we at. I rewrote the devil's story just to take our power back. Incarnated.
Holy shit, dude. What a songwriting exhibition here, guys. Wow. That last verse, I mean, like, directly just talking about himself. The first two verses are about, like, these past kind of musicians that maybe have their issues, maybe like addiction issues in verse 2, a guy that maybe manipulates people, so a guy that's kind of power hungry in verse 1. So it feels like, yeah, these first two verses, Kendrick kind of sees similarities in them compared to himself. He sees those similarities in himself. And then this last verse here, my present life is Kendrick Lamar, a rapper looking at the lyrics to keep you in awe. Hold on, there's so much here, dude. And this, again, this whole idea of reincarnation, being reincarnated as Kendrick Lamar. So Kendrick, this is like a super meta track, obviously. Kendrick seeing himself as a reincarnated version of these past artists. It's very self-reflective, but it also feels very meta in the way that it's like kind of removed and it kind of has this like third-person point of view. Like I said too, in that last verse, the way the beat itself kind of got more modern and started adding these strings in, started adding musical ideas that we've had on the album previously to make it feel like different from the previous two verses and to make it feel like Kendrick's spirit was coming alive within the music itself, you know? Really, really interesting track. That feels like maybe the most important track so far lyrically, and maybe it'll be kind of like the centerpiece of this album because it's literally kind of at the center of the album, but also because it, again, just feels very important in that way. Next track is TV Off.
It's not enough. Few solid niggas left, but it's not enough. I get on their ass. Yeah, somebody gotta do it. I made them niggas mad. Yeah, somebody gotta do it.
Dude, those choppy strings.
Bitch, welcome home. Need you a man, baby. I don't understand, baby. Pay your bill and make you feel protected like I can, baby. I get on their ass. Yeah, somebody gotta do it. I made them niggas.
I'm dizzy. This beat is just insane.
Hey, turn this TV off. Yeah, I did that. Hey, what's up, though? I hate a
Oh, the cutoff.
bitch. Say you bigger than myself, but it's not enough.
What a chorus. Oh! Part 2.
Hey.
Hey!
Turn this TV off. Turn this TV off.
I don't have a TV.
Turn this TV off. Crash pulling up in no marked truck just to play freeze tag with a boner pick like it was sea bass. Walking New Orleans with the etiquette of LA yelling. Turn this TV off.
Turn this TV off.
Crazy, scary, spooky,
Okay.
hilarious, crazy,
Lefty
scary,
gunplay.
spooky, hilarious, crazy, scary, spooky, hilarious,
Strings are crazy.
spooky, hilarious.
That's the biggest banger of the album so far. Holy. Mustard killed it. I mean, we know Mustard did the Not Like Us beat. He's back here doing kind of a similar style beat. The string chops, string samples, the groove, the bass. Kendrick just really animated, colorful vocal delivery, and that Mustard yell is hilarious. I don't want to break this one down too much lyrically because it's just such a banger, dude. Like, obviously, there is lyrics here that need to be broken down, but I'm not the guy for that, okay? Go to Bob the Pop-Up or whatever. Is that how it's pronounced? I don't know. Next track is Dodger Blue. Oh. Terrace Martin produced.
Westchester King, true, do we function? Little nigga, but that dog's.
Dude, I love these smooth tracks. They're so good.
Bitch, I'm from the land. Don't say you hate LA when you don't travel past the 10.
Dude, the percussion is so good. Oh, it's so spacious.
50 on me, don't die trying and shit. When I walk in, hoes better get in check. You looking at a back.
Tip,
Toe, pivot, walk, tip, toe,
pivot, walk.
Don't take it personal. Just might be.
Damn. Kind of like 90s, kind of Sade type production. That's so sick, dude. Oh my god. Love the percussion there. Love Kendrick's just like very simplistic, melodic delivery over top of it. He does both so well. Like, he does the animated, colorful delivery. I mean, that's what I kind of feel like we kind of know Kendrick more for that. But when he goes into this like, white, 2 diamonds, 2 M, just like simple stuff like that, super melodic, kind of laid back. This was so good. That tip, toe, pivot, walk. I'm gonna be playing this one a lot. Next up is Peekaboo.
Aye.
I love the harsh cut of like this sample, this soul sample into this.
Look.
It's crazy.
What they talking about? They ain't talking about nothing. What they talking about? They ain't talking about nothing. What they talking about? They ain't talking about nothing. Peekaboo, 80 pointers like a Kobe game. Peekaboo, 7.62s will make them plain. Peekaboo, why you acting tough on IG Live? Peekaboo, you know my little niggas off they rocks.
More Drake discussion here.
Peekaboo,
Put 10 on his face, bitch, my shooter playing.
Peekaboo,
I hit it from the back, I told her move her hands.
Peekaboo.
Then slide my thumb in where her top.
There's something so funny about Kendrick just going.
what they talking about? They ain't talking about nothing.
Peekaboo.
What they talking- Hey, 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 that's my bitch. Hey, 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 that's my bitch. Bing, bop, boom, 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 bop, bam.
This track is so goofy. Holy. I gotta say, there's
What they talking about?
delivering this. I feel like it's so much harder than it sounds. They talk about none. Like it's kind of like, dude. Oh, that was so good. That was so good. I love how Kendrick's just like not afraid to go into these tracks that are just like kind of goofy and super silly with just like the sounds going on here. Like, obviously it is still kind of a confrontational track, I think, aimed at Drake. I mean, I feel like any type of confrontational track on this album is gonna feel like it's aimed at Drake just because of that context, so maybe it's not. Some of the stuff here, just the hey, 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 that's my bitch. Or the peekaboo. I feel like sometimes as artists get further into their career and get older, they start taking themselves too seriously. But there's points here where Kendrick's just like clearly just having fun, and it's so refreshing to see that. Like, obviously this album is so different. It's actually kind of similar to Mr. Morale in a way, but it's so different than like to T-Pab or Good Kid, Mad City that feels like obvious to say, but I say it because there's a part of me deep down that's like kind of sad that era of Kendrick is over, you know, but then there's also a part of me that's like, well, this is the Kendrick we have and he's here to stay, and like it's fine because artists progress, and obviously he's not going to make T-Pab Part 2. Next track is, okay, Heart Part 6. All right, let's do it.
Load up the Pro Tools and press 3. Studio filled with Jack in the Box and Pepsis. My nigga Dave had a champagne Acura, a bunch of
That's me.
Punch plays, Phil Jackson in
Good
my
fill
early
there.
practice to cook up in this room till the night ends. Time flies. Some carrying debates of a top 5. Top remember Harlem sessions. We would strategize to hit the streets. To
that
come
bass.
back, record 3 records. Hand to handshake is good when you have a heart to heart.
So is this a track about him leaving TDE? That's what it kind of feels like. To all my young people, let me be the demonstration how to conduct differences with a healthy conversation. I kind of forgot that he left TDE, but yeah, he started his own record label, PG Lang, and it seems like he left on like good, there wasn't any like malice or hard feelings. It also feels kind of just like a storytelling track of him going back to where he came from, kind of the rags to riches story. You know, there was one part where he just completely like showed that juxtaposition where he went right up here. Soundwave let me borrow his clothes for shows as a hype man to cook up in this room till the night ends. And then the very next line is, time flies, I'm carrying debates of a top 5, burying my ops and allies. Just showing that, like, literally in the most simplistic form, just right next to each other, that difference is insane, and it makes it hit so much harder. That's good. I feel like there's a lot there that I'll appreciate further on more listens. Because off a first listen, like, it's good, but it's not one of the most, like, mind-blowing tracks. But, again, on more listens, it'll probably hit harder. GNX is next, the title track.
Tell him Kendrick did it like wow. Have you ever had to flip your unemployment?
Murder Shan, who was in one and only.
Guy's got an interesting voice. It's like simultaneously kind of high and nasally, but it has like some grit to it as well. Interesting.
Hey, who showed you how to run a blitz?
Celebration.
Hoop on suicide doors just to hit 'em, man. You don't wanna see them doors sliding on the caravan.
Hey, I'm tripping and I'm loving it.
I love that. I'm tripping and I'm loving it.
I'm in the field for real, UCLA Bruins. They asking hot door. Tell them Young Thread did it, nigga.
Damn, okay. I like Kendrick just like letting these guys showcase their skills. Feels like they're kind of hyping each other up during this track too, with like the choruses. How the first one's tell him Kendrick did it, and then tell him Peso did it, tell him Hitta did it. There's a real camaraderie on this track, you know? There's lots of chemistry between these artists, and there's moments where like in Hitta J3's verse where like the flow felt a little bit off, and some moments where I was kind of, I don't know, the beat was getting a little bit repetitive, but overall fun track. Let's keep going. Last track. Okay, we're already at the last track. I kind of want to say how I'm feeling about the album right now, but I'll kind of just save it until we're fully over. But yeah, this has been a lot. There's been a lot here. Let's get into this last one, Gloria. Oh, come on with these smooth-ass beats, bro.
And my bitch got a complicated relationship.
Is this going to be about his wife? Because his wife was a big point of discussion in that Drake beef.
Remember when Granny died? You looked at me and said, baby, dry your eyes. We was locked in ever since then. So territorial, he
Scared of forever, you know nothing else is going back. Scared to let you know.
Oh, yes. Dude, SZA has grown on me so much. Yeah, I didn't used to love her, but now I love her.
2014, I went to Africa, baby. You was my passenger.
I gave you life. I breathe the motherfucking charisma in this bitch. I bring the blessings. I gave you power.
Then fall right back in love the very moment that I touch you.
Why does this production feel kind of like Gene Dawson right now?
Dumb enough to ill reaction. Ain't no disrespect. Highly sensitive, possessed. I know what you doing. You my contradiction. Remember when you caught that I loved you more. When you flip and lose your shit, I hugged you more. You either heal niggas or you kill niggas. Ain't no bitch like my bitch, cause that bitch been my pen.
Gloria, I see you, you see me, both see where we wrong.
Man, dude. Oh my god. I just got chills towards the end there. So yeah, as I kind of suspected, seems to be a track about his current I guess Genius says fiance. Maybe they're not married. I don't know. Yeah, it reminds me of We Cry Together in a way that it's like really highlighting the nuances and the subtleties and both the ups and the downs of this relationship with this person, the complexities of it. What an interesting track to end things off here, because I think in the Drake beef, right, there was a moment where Drake called out Kendrick's fiance, Whitney, I think her name is, for cheating on him. Was that what it was? And this feels like Kendrick saying, yeah, like, okay. He's like, yeah, I already knew that happened. Or you don't know anything about our relationship. Don't speak about it, you know? I don't know. It feels like a response in that way, just kind of like brushing it off and just like kind of laughing at it. Like, you don't even know the half of it, okay? Not in a way that's like, this girl's terrible, you know, but in a way that's like, we've both done some questionable stuff to each other, you know, but we're committed and we're in it for the long haul, okay? That is GNX by Kendrick Lamar. I need to sit on this, of course, and just kind of reflect and think about it in general. Listen to it again, of course. One thing that I'm not going to make the mistake of doing this time that I did with Mr. Morale, because Mr. Morale was the first Kendrick album that I actually reacted to. That was like the first time he dropped since I started doing these reactions. And I made the mistake of feeling kind of disappointed in that album at first, but it quickly grew on me. And I think I said after my first reaction to that album that it felt kind of jumbled and not very cohesive. And I was kind of having those thoughts with this album as well. But as I learned with Mr. Morale, I'm not going to take that too seriously off the first listen, because as I listen to this more, themes that are tying together here are just going to make themselves more clear with more listens. So even though I may have felt that a little bit during this first reaction, again, it's going to take more listens to fully decide how I feel about it. Some really fun, ignorant, colorful tracks on here, some smooth stuff, some introspective stuff, some storytelling stuff. You really get a lot of different sides of Kendrick here. And yeah, it's just cool to see him fully in this new stage of his career where he's really embracing like this modern production that feels more trap based, but also it has kind of a futuristic feel to it. Let me know how you're feeling about this album, how you're feeling about Kendrick's career and where it's gone in general in this past year. I mean, it's been a big year for him. I'm still kind of, I feel like, in shock that he just randomly dropped an album, like just out of nowhere. I'm gonna stop yapping. That's gonna do it. Leave a like, subscribe, go join the Patreon, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.